All right, let's get warm first and foremost, but we'll work through kind of all the usual suspects. We'll get a good full body. Strength challenges if you want them. If you don't, those are just a great opportunity. I'll kind of forewarn you that they're coming. Great opportunity to just grab a drink of water, or if you want to come into child's pose. Name of the game is taking care of yourself, okay? All right, a seated position. And bring those hands down by your sides. Press your palms down towards the ground, and then a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. And we're just going to take a moment with that chin towards the chest to feel that stretch down the back of the body. Just getting right into it, but taking some time to find those big deep breaths. Relax your face, your jaw, your eyes. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder without turning those shoulders. Just as far as you can turn your head. Making sure you breathe in slow and steady. Inhale, gazing forward once again, and then turn and look out over that left shoulder. Just as far as you can turn your head. And just breathe. Inhale it back to center. Shift your hands forward and let's walk it out. Extending those arms out nice and long. Let your head be heavy. Face be soft. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands forward. And let your upper body just be heavy. A little press of your tailbone towards your mat. I invite you to just get lost in your breath, lost in the moment, lost in the messages your body is sending. And just step away from the rest of the world just for this time. Just captivated by the rhythm of your breath and how your body moves with that breath. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right. Reach to your left fingertips and let your head be heavy. Always mindful of how your body responds and the way we move. Mindful but not critical. Being kind. Taking that left arm up and over, circling it up and over. We come over to the right. You can come down onto that right forearm or you can remain up on your hand. Press that left sit bone down towards the ground and then roll that left shoulder back as you look up. If that's not great on your neck, look straight ahead or down towards the floor. Just feel that beautiful stretch to the ribs and into the waist. Inhale, both arms reach high. And exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, reach it out. Low strength, slow and steady. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body back down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands forward a little bit further and relax the weight of the upper body back down. A little press of your tailbone towards the mat, a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. We lift just slightly and walk the hands to the left, reaching through your right fingertips just as far as you can reach them. And breathe. Circling that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and the chest, reaching out to the side. Again, you can be up on your hand or you can come down onto your forearm. A little roll of that right shoulder back, looking up along the inside of that right arm. If that's not great for your neck, you look straight ahead or down towards the floor. Making sure you're getting those big deep breaths. Core strongly rise, both arms reach high. And exhale, let those arms just float down by your sides. Pressing those palms down towards the ground. Again, tuck your chin towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Rock it back, switch so the other leg is in front. Hands down by your sides. We release that right ear towards the right shoulder and press your left palm down towards the ground. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. Opening up the ear canals, you might feel pops or cracks in the ears. A really nice stretch down that left side through the neck. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean your head to the left and press that right palm down towards the ground. Allergies are in the air. Lots of folks dealing with stuffy heads. This is a great way to open up those ears if they feel clogged, to relieve pressure in the sinuses. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Reach it high. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide, and as you exhale, let your head be heavy back into your hands. Let those elbows just open. Inhale it back up, and as you exhale, chin to chest, close the elbows around your ears and just gently pull. Now you can shift wherever your hands are on the back of your head to get the best stretch for you. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open those elbows wide, extend those arms, reach it out, hinge it forward, core strong. Release your hands. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Getting into that lower back, getting into the hips, into the groin. Do your best not to fight it. Just let gravity work to help surrender into the stretch. If you need to, get rid of the little bit of wiggles and just let yourself settle down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left, reach to your right fingertips as far as you can reach. Circling that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest. We stay up on that left palm and give a little push against the floor to lift the right side of the rib cage a little bit more and turn your gaze up if that feels okay on your neck. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Reach out through those right fingertips and then walk it back through center. Fingertips are going to reach out just as far as you can. So we have a tendency to hold a fair amount of tension and tightness in the hips and the lower back. Here, we're just working to let it go. Not fighting it, not forcing it. We lift just slightly and walk the hands to the right, reaching through your left fingertips just as far as you can reach, and let your head be heavy. We circle that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest, reaching out to the side. We stay up on that right hand, and we give a little push, lifting the left side of the rib cage, turning and taking your gaze along the inside of that left arm. Such a good stretch through the ribs and down into that pelvis. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. We walk it back through center. Fingertips reach out just as far as you can reach. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And exhale, let your arms just float down by your sides. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open wide to our butterfly, hands to the shins, anywhere along the shins you like. Take a big breath in and press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. And then exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. One more time, each direction. Press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Kick that right foot around behind, creating that letter Z, if you will. Making sure we take care of that left knee. We're going to walk it out over that left shin. You can stack your hands. You can stack fists. You can extend those arms out nice and long. Support as much as you need to support. Getting into the hip, making sure that left knee is happy with how deeply you come in. And just notice what you're feeling and where. Taking care of ourselves, challenging ourselves, but being mindful. If things are a challenge and they hurt, that's not a good place to be. So adjust, back off, back out. You can always just stay sitting up. And then slowly press it back up. Walk your hands back, and we kick those feet off to the left. And we walk those hands right out over the right shin. And again, you can stack those hands, you can stack fists, you can extend those arms. It might feel different on this side. Whatever it is, it is. No judgment, no criticism. Just some love, some big deep breaths, and lots of letting go. And then slowly walk those hands back up. Let's kick those feet out in front of us and extend those legs out long. Flex your feet. Reach it high. Giant beach ball on your thighs. Hollow out. Round over it. Reach down towards your shins or your toes. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Rounding out through the back. Hollowing out through the tummy. Inhale, reach it out. Flatten that back and slowly rise. And gently let those arms come down by your side to staff pose, pressing the palms down towards the ground. Spine is nice and tall, flexing those feet, just noticing those hamstrings. If the hamstrings aren't being too taxed, celebrate that. That's good. If you're like, woof, my hamstrings are tight today, breathe into them. Find your breath. And then gently relax the spine. Pull one foot out to the outside edge of your mat, and then the other. Knees are slightly bent, but the feet are out and away from you a fair amount. A good distance between those feet, about the width of the mat, and we're just going to hinge it forward. Walking those hands down towards the top of the feet. Let your upper body be heavy. Little stretch. Groin, hips, glutes, spine, a little tuck of your chin. And if it feels good to you, walk your hands forward. The farther we reach, the deeper the stretch. Again, just be nice. Starting at the tailbone, ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. Just stacking each vertebra, one at a time. Till we sit up nice and tall. Let's cross those legs and come forward up onto all fours and extend those legs back to plank. Breathe, lifting out of the shoulders. Core strong, little shift of your weight forward. Again, those shoulders right over the fingertips. You can be down on your knees. You can be down on your or on your forearms if you like, or remain up on your hands. Now press those heels towards the mat. Just a little shift back and a deeper stretch through the calves and into the feet. A little more strength in the core. Shift your weight forward, taxing those shoulders, coming up to those toes. Be nice to your toes. And then center your weight. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. Head heavy. Soften your face. Let your heels sink. Finding that inverted V. Sit bones reaching high. Head heavy, face soft. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Left foot into the outside of the left hand. We come to frog. Hands move slightly out in front of us. You can be up on your fingertips. You can be on your fists. You can be on your palms. Nice flat back. As you exhale, extend those legs. Let your upper body be heavy. And then inhale it back down to frog. We're going to do that 3 more times. If you like a little more intensity, take a hold of the ankles. A gentle pull as you extend those legs. And then inhale it back down. Keep a hold of those ankles. A little more balance, a little bit of core. And extend. And then we have 1 more. and extend. Inhale, bend those knees, come back to frog, hands just below you. Pull those hands back onto your mat. Step your left foot back. Hold here for just a second. Breathe. Pull that left foot back in and step your right foot back. Hold here for just a moment. Now step your left foot back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Arms are heavy. Head's heavy. Soft bend in your knees. A little shift of your weight forward and back. Just let your arms be heavy. Wherever your hands land is just fine. Coming back to center. Bend those knees as much as you need to get your hands to the mat. Centering your left hand out in front of you, palm pressing into the mat or fist pressing into the mat. We rotate and reach. Right arm high. Reach it up. High as you're able. We're working to stack those arms. We're working to straighten those legs. Whatever is the best for you. Challenge yourself. Find your edge wherever that is today. And then slowly release that right hand down. Right hand takes the place of the left. We rotate and reach. Left arm high. Really pressing that right hand into the mat to help that rotation. Upper middle back. Hamstrings, glutes. It feels so good. And slowly release your hand down, coming back to forward fold. And ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. At the top, a good shoulder roll, and shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Give your arms a little shake. Let them be heavy down by your sides. As you exhale, chin comes down towards your chest. Roll the head to the right, right ear over the right shoulder. Reach your left fingertips down towards the ground. Relax your jaw. Soften your eyes. Feel the soles of your feet rooted into the earth. Chin rolls back down towards the chest. And we roll it to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. Face is turned towards front. Relax that left shoulder. Reach your right fingertips down towards the ground. And gently release your chin back down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. Turn your palms open to the front. Mountain. Core strong, legs are strong. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes, lift those arms. Coming to our half crescent. Bringing the hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Elbows stay wide. We turn to the right. Far as you can turn. Keep leaning in with those hips. And inhale it back to center. And then exhale, turn to the left. Far as you can twist. And back to center. Let's do that one more time, each direction. Turn to the right. Keeping those knees just right in line with the hips. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, twist to the outside, to that left. And back to center. Place your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Rotate and extend. Right arm high. Breathe. Keep that rotation. We rise. Bringing those right fingertips towards the back calf. Left arm up and over. Breathe. Inhale it, windmill those arms back up and over, hand on either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And gently let those arms float down by your sides. Give those shoulders a good roll up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Circling that right arm forward and up and back. All the way around. And now that left arm up and back. Keeping those shoulders facing front, tummy facing front. One more time with that right side. Up and around, big circle. Working that shoulder mobility. Left arm, circle it up and back. Now both arms together. Circle it up and back. Around behind. Bring your hands to touch. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gazing up. Reaching your index fingers towards the ground. Opening your heart, stretching your belly. Inhaling it up nice and tall. As you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Soft bend in your knees so we don't hyperextend those knees. Let your upper body be heavy. Let those shoulders roll forward. Draw your nose towards your knees. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. Now we can stay right here. Or if you like, roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the ceiling. Oh, let those arms just be heavy. Can you still breathe? Slow and steady. Let those exhales almost be exaggerated, lengthened, longer than the inhales. Let it go. Slowly we bring the hands to the small of the back. Slowly we roll it up. As you stand tall, roll those shoulders up and back, and once again extend those arms, reach your index fingers towards the ground, gazing up. Inhaling it up nice and tall, release your hands, roll those shoulders up and back, palms open to the front, to mountain. Inhale, reach it high, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your right foot, back knee to the mat, untuck your toes. We lift those arms, coming up to our half crescent. Leaning in, we bring those hands behind the head. Elbows are wide. Those hips are heavy coming forward, getting that nice stretch to the front of that right leg. As you exhale, turn to the left. As far as you can twist without letting that left knee open out to the side. And then inhale it back to center. Elbows stay wide, and we turn to the right. Open it up. And inhale it back to center. Exhale, twist it to the left. And back to center. And one more time, we open it out to the right. And inhale it back to center. Extend and release. Right hand to the inside of that left foot. Rotate and extend. Left arm high, lifting out of that right shoulder. Extending out to those left fingertips. Breathe. Core stays strong. We keep our rotation and we rise. Those left fingertips reaching back towards that back calf. Right arm comes up and back. Breathe. Beautiful long stretch all the way down that right side. Little challenge for our balance. Core stability. Stabilize your muscles. Inhaling it back up. Windmill those hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your hips. Sweep it back. And extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down. You are welcome to hold your down dog. To grab a drink of water or a strength challenge here if you wish. We're going to inhale it to high plank. Now we can keep those feet narrow for a little more challenge. Or if you want to open up your feet a little bit, the wider your feet are, a little bit less easier it is. We're going to shift our weight to our right hand. Left fingertips reach up to tap Touch that right shoulder, keeping the pelvis square, keeping the shoulders square. Breathe. Release that left hand, shift your weight to the left. Right fingertips reach up. Core strong. All those stabilizing muscles, solid. Release that right hand. Walk your feet back in. Lift your hips to down dog. Meeting back in down dog. Find your breath. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Hands come out in front. Again, palms, fists, or fingertips to the mat. Frog pose. If you like and your body feels ready, you can lower the hips, lift the chest, and come into your yogi squat or garland pose. Be mindful of where your weight is. Oftentimes we kind of roll forward and in to the instep of your foot. I want you to press that outside edge of your foot into the mat. And breathe. Now, whether you're in frog or garland, release that right hand to the inside of that right foot. Left arm extends high. Reach it up. And then circle that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Breathe. Once again, extend that left arm high. Come back through center. And then release that left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right arm extends high. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Feels good to you. Circle that right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. We once again extend that right arm high. And come back to center, frog or garland. Release your hands and slowly extend those legs. We walk our hands through the space between the legs. Walking it back as far as you can walk it. Draw your chin towards your chest. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. What do you feel? That feels pretty darn good, but fairly intense. Just make sure all systems are go. You feel good. Challenge just the right amount. Core strong. We slowly pull those hands back through. And we bend those knees coming down into our frog. We step that left foot back. And then the right to plank, toes or knees. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, gently press. If it feels good to you, circle that left arm around behind, reach up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right foot crosses behind the left. Bring your ankles as tightly together as you can and give those inner thighs a good little squeeze. And as you exhale, a little lean to the left. And if it feels good to you, look up along the inside of that right elbow. Inner thighs engaged, core strong, beautiful stretch down that right side. We rise, bringing our gaze back forward once again. Gently release that right foot from behind. Core strong, feet are about hip width apart, and we hinge it forward. Stopping about halfway. You can stop before halfway if you like. Feel that gentle pull through the hamstrings. The glutes keep that core nice and strong. And slowly we rise. Release your hands, extend that right arm. And then the left, bending that left elbow, hand behind your head, right hand to the elbow and gently press, chin staying off the chest. If it feels good to you, circle that right arm around behind, reach it up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Shift your weight to your right foot, left foot crosses behind the right. Bring your ankles just as tightly together as you can and give those inner thighs a good squeeze. And then as you exhale, a little lean to the right. And maybe turn and look up along the inside of that left elbow. Breathe. We inhale it back up. Gently step that left foot out from behind the right. Feet are hip width apart, core strong, and we hinge it forward. Again, coming halfway over or stopping before halfway. Keeping that length in the spine. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, into those glutes. And then slowly we rise. At the top, release your hands, extend that left arm, and then the right. And as you exhale, take a giant step, opening out to the side. Arms open out to a T. Rotate palms, reach it high. As you exhale, grand plie down, sunflowers. Inhale, reach it up, little tap of the fingertips, little squeeze of the bum. Grand plie down. And up. One more time, big sunflower. Reach it up. And open those arms back out to a T. And sink into those legs. Breathe, shoulders are soft. Rotating palms towards the ceiling. Reach through those fingertips, bend the elbows, flex the wrist to sun god. Breathe, knees are rolled back, core is nice and strong. Inhale, extend the arms, extend the legs, bring your palms to touch, interlace your fingers, press your palms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, lean to the left and gently turn. Take your gaze along the inside of that right arm. Inhaling it up nice and tall. And exhale, we lean to the right, pressing through that left palm. We look up along the inside of that left arm. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Open those arms back out to a T and hinge it halfway over. Releasing that right hand, centering it underneath you, rotating and reaching. Left arm high, stacking the arms. Allowing the pelvis to shift, big long stretch through the inner thigh of that right leg. Circling that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that right thigh, hold on to it. And then as you exhale, begin to bend that left knee a little or a lot. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. And slowly begin to extend that left leg. Reach your left arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, slowly lower it down. Left hand takes the place of the right. We rotate and reach. Right arm high. Allowing that pelvis to shift. Long stretch through the inner thigh of that left leg. Just make sure you're not too heavy into that left shoulder, but we're lifting out of it. Circling that right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that left thigh, hold on to it. As you exhale, begin to bend that right knee. Sink low. Only if that feels right to you. Otherwise, keep both legs long. And just breathe. A little peak of blue sky out there amongst the clouds. And slowly extend that right leg. Reach that right arm high. And slowly release your hand down. Coming back, both hands to the mat. Core strong, we bend that left knee. If it feels right to you, lift the toes. You can lower your body or your bottom as low as you like. And we rise, coming back through center. And we take it to the right. Lift, toes lift. Hands just stay where they are. If you need to shift them, you can shift them. Inhale it back through center. Let's do that one more time. If you like, you can actually take a seat and bring that left knee in. Open that left knee once again. And we rise, coming back through center. And then over to the right, bend that right knee, left toes lift. If you'd like, you can actually take a seat. We roll that right knee in, roll it back open, and we rise, come back through center, hold center. Heel toe your feet in once, and then toe your feet in. Big toes turn towards one another, heels are open. A little bit of a pigeon-toed stance as you relax the weight of the upper body down. Feeling that nice stretch through the outer ankles. outer hips. Rock it back to your heels and open those toes. Toes turned out. Breathe. Taking a hold of the ankles using the strength of the arms, we pull that upper body towards the space between the legs. Releasing the strength of the arms, let those arms just be heavy. And let's heel toe those feet back open, nice and wide. And ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Arms are heavy, head's heavy. Last to rise are those fingertips. Toes turned open, feel a little strength through those inner thighs. A good shoulder roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Extend those arms open out to a T. Turn those left toes towards the top of the mat, right toes towards the top corner of the mat, and bend that left knee, sink low. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten that front leg, open the pelvis to the side, reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, let that left arm gently float towards the ground, right arm reaches high. Triangle. Find your breath. Core strong, not a ton of weight on that left hand. Keep that core engaged as you slowly rise. That left leg stays long. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. Sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Lengthening and reaching through those left fingertips. Right hand sliding down that back leg. As you exhale, bend that left knee and sink low. Reverse warrior. Inhaling it back up to warrior two. Inhale, lift and tap, fingertips tap overhead, straighten that front leg, and exhale, sink. Inhale, lift and tap, straighten that front leg, and exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, lift and tap, and exhale, sink. This time as you lift and tap, we shift those left toes in, turn your right toes open, and sink into your warrior two. Breathe. Opening the pelvis out to the side, shoulders are soft. Find your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Once more, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. This time we're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to hold it straight, opening the pelvis out to the side. Reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high to triangle. Rolling the tummy and chest open, reaching through those left fingertips. Not a ton of weight in that right hand. Core strong. Breathe. We keep that core engaged and slowly rise. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Left hand sliding down that back leg, right fingertips reaching. How's your breath? What do you notice? What do you feel? As you exhale, bend that right knee. Sink low. Reverse warrior. And we inhale it back up to warrior two. Inhale, lift and tap, fingertips overhead. And exhale, sink back to your warrior two. Again, inhale, lift and tap. And exhale, sink one more time. Inhale, lift and tap. And exhale, sink. Windmill the arms down, hands on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off of the mat to a runner's lunge. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Placing that right hand to the inside of that left foot. Left arm extends out and circles around. Drawing your back foot in. Take a hold of it if you can find it. And draw your heel toward your bottom. Ooh, the front of that left leg. Can you feel that? Breathe slow and steady. Releasing that right hand, circling it up and over. Hand on either side of the foot, square your pelvis and slowly press it back. Those right toes can lift, square your hips, and draw your nose toward your knee. Inhale, transition that weight forward. Once again, bending that right knee. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down. Holding your down dog, come into child's pose, grabbing a drink, or if you like, inhale it to high plank. Holding your plank, hands or forearms, toes or knees. If you like, take it halfway down and hold. 2 little pulses at half. And take it low. 2 little pulses at low. Take it back to half. 2 little pulses. And rise. Lift your hips to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. And exhale, sweep that left foot through to runner's lunge. Bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Right hand to the inside of that left foot. Left arm extends out and circles around. We draw that back foot in, taking a hold of it, drawing your heel in towards your bottom. And breathe. Great stretch for that right quadricep. Making sure that it feels okay. Taking care of the knees. Releasing your foot, circling left arm back up and over, hand on either side of your foot, and we slowly press it back. Left toes lift, square your pelvis, and draw your nose towards your knee. Inhale, slowly transition your weight forward, bending that left knee once again. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or a strength challenge here within our down dog. We're going to turn our fingertips towards one another. Heels of the hands out, like you're creating a nice little triangle with your index finger and your thumb. As you inhale, bend your elbows, lower the crown of the head towards the mat, and then exhale, press it back up. Again, inhale, bend, and exhale, extend. We have 3 more, or you can just hold. You can grab a drink of water. You can come into child's pose. We have 1 more. Turn your fingertips back towards front, coming back to your down dog when you're ready. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. And ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. All the way back up. With a big shoulder roll at the top. And shoulders slide down and away. Give those arms a little shake. All right, come into eagle pose. Feet are hip width apart, hands to heart center. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Soft bend in both knees. We cross that left knee up and over the right. Now our big toe can touch, or we can wrap that left foot around the back of the leg. You can stay right here, finding that focal point out in front of you. Or if you'd like to add the arms, open those arms out to a field goal, to a 90-degree bend. Left arm's going to come underneath the right, wrapping at the crook of the elbows, and bring your palms to touch. Breathe. At any point, you can stay wherever you like. If you wish, begin to lift your fingertips towards the ceiling, and then pull those hands away from your face. Opening up the angle of the arms, deepening the stretch through that upper back. Breathe. Slowly pulling those hands back towards your face and slowly lowering those hands back down. We release the feet. Feet are hip width apart, and we slowly begin to hinge it forward. Coming halfway over, and then just let those hands be heavy, pulling towards the floor. We pull those hands back towards the face. And slowly we rise. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And we pull those hands back to heart center. Find a focal point, and we shift our weight to that left foot. Both knees softly bent, and we cross that right knee up and over the left. Again, big toe can just stay gently touching the ground, or you can wrap that foot around the back of the leg, or just nestle it against your calf as tightly as you're able. We open those arms, if you like, to a field goal. That right arm underneath the left, wrapping at the crook of the elbows, palms gently touch. We begin to lift the fingertips towards the sky, and then gently pull those hands away from your face, opening the angle of the arms. Just noticing what those changes add, the challenges they add, the stretches that they add. Slowly pull those hands back towards your face and lower those elbows back down. Releasing the legs, standing tall, feet are hip width apart, and we begin to hinge it forward, coming halfway over. And then we allow those hands to just gently pull away. Let gravity take a hold of the weight of those hands. Keep that core strong. Slowly pull the hands back towards your face. Core strong, and we rise, activating those glutes and those hamstrings. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. As you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center, and we begin to bend the knees, sinking low. Now, if you're taking special care of your knees, I invite you to just come down onto your bottom safely. We'll meet you there in just a second. Coming into a low squat. Does not matter if your heels need to lift or you can keep them down. Core strong, we're going to slowly shift our weight forward, lifting the chest and lifting the heels. Leveling out the thighs, parallel to the floor. Stretching those toes. Find your breath. And then slowly we bring those heels back to the mat. And ever so gently, set your bottom to the mat as gracefully as you can. Extend those legs out long. Reach it high. As you exhale, the back of the right hand to the outside of your left foot. Rotate and reach. Left arm extends in a diagonal line. Open it out to the side. Oh, it feels good in that back. Breathe. And that left arm circles up and over. We bring our palms to touch. One hand on either side of your feet. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, back of the left hand to the outside of the right foot, we rotate and reach in a diagonal line. Open up your chest. Press against the outside edge of your foot. Reach through those right fingertips and breathe. Inhale, circle that right arm up and over. Crossing. Opposite hand to the outside of your foot and just a gentle press. Feel the strength in that upper back. Release the intensity, cross the other arm on top, and again a gentle press. Back of the hands to the outside edge of your feet. And then just relax the arms, relax the weight of the upper body. Head's heavy, face is soft. You can soften your feet or you can flex those feet. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle those arms around and pull that right knee in. And ever so slowly, take it back. Pull that right knee with you. And just gently draw it in. Bring the hands behind that right leg and extend that right leg. Foot soft and just feel that nice pull down the back of that right leg. If it feels good to you, yeah, go ahead and flex the foot. That's going to intensify things. If that's more than you bargained for, just soften the foot once again. We pull that left knee in, releasing the intensity with those right arms. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. And just gently press that right knee out and away. Open those arms out to a T. Keep your figure 4 and take both knees to the left. Right sole of the foot finds the floor. A gentle press away with that right knee. And we turn and look out over the right arm. Close your eyes. You slowly bring those legs back to center, gazing back to center. Keep your figure 4 and take both knees to the right. The outside of that right ankle just pressing against the outside of that left knee. And then we turn and look out over that left arm. Such a great stretch. So many places to feel it. So many benefits. What do you feel? How do you feel? How's your breath? We bring our gaze back to center and bring those knees back to center. Place that right foot to the mat. Pull your left knee in, hands to the shin just below your knee. And then just gently slide that right leg out. We shift our hands behind that left leg and extend it. Better or worse on this side? More intense or less? Now you can keep that foot soft or feel free to flex it. Oof. What does that change? That adds about 3 degrees of intensity for me. Just make sure that it's right, that it feels good. That you know you're doing something good for your body. You're not adding tension or stress. Now just soften your foot, release the intensity, pull that right knee back in, cross your left ankle over the right knee. And just gently press away with that left hand. Right arm is just out of the way. Big deep breaths. So we do a lot of challenging things. And if there are days where you're like, I just don't have that in me, it's okay. Even if you come to class and you do 20%, 10%, that's more than you would have done if you didn't show up. So thank you for showing up and for taking care of yourself and listening to whatever it is you need. Releasing that left arm out to a T. Keep that figure 4 and take both knees to the right. That left sole of the foot working to find the floor. If it doesn't quite find the floor, that's okay. You're just going to use the strength of that left leg to pull that left knee out and away. And then maybe turn and look out over your left arm. So sometimes we can be pretty critical of ourselves where you're like, oh, I should be able to do this. Nah, not really. You should be able to breathe. That's the biggest thing. And you should be able to honor where your body is today. So when we do that, that is a gift. When we take care of ourselves, we don't risk injury, overexertion. Slowly roll it back to center, gazing back towards the ceiling, and then take both knees to the left. Again, we've kept that figure 4. So the outside of that left ankle is just gently pressing against the outside of the right knee. And then we turn and look out over that right arm. So I check in often. I invite you to check in often. Because every time we come to a different place, a different asana, a different pose, different days feel different. And when you're like, wow, this feels amazing today. Oh, that's such a good feeling. And when you're like, wow, this is challenging today, let that be a good feeling too, that you're challenging yourself. And recognizing the challenge, that's where we grow. Coming back to center. Pull that left knee in. And then your right, hands to the shins. And we're going to lift the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Open up those knees about the width of the rib cage. Reach up and take a hold anywhere along the outside of your leg or the outside edge of your feet. Press your tailbone towards the mat. And then gently draw down with those hands. Using the strength of the arms to pull those knees towards the mat. Pressing that tailbone towards the mat. We get this great groin stretch, glute stretch. Bicep activation, upper back and core activation for our dead bug. Now we release that intensity and just rock it side to side. Our not quite so dead bug or happy baby. Just rock it. Whenever you're ready, come back to center, release your hands and pull those knees back in. Place one foot to the mat, and then the other toes are going to be turned towards one another just slightly. Hands are going to rest on your hips, and we're going to let our knees just gently fall towards one another. So adjust your feet however you need to. If you need to widen your stance or turn those feet in or out a little bit more. I don't want it to feel like much work at all. It's just this easy, gentle internal rotation where the knees support each other. If you like, you can take your arms up and overhead. If that doesn't feel great, bring your hands back down, either resting on your tummy or down by your sides. And we're going to slow our breath. Now, if for whatever reason this is not super comfortable for you, adjust however you need to. If that means taking your legs out long to corpse pose, opening your knees wide, soles of the feet together, reclined butterfly, whatever it is. If you want to come up to a seated position, just take a second. Find a comfortable place. We focus on our breath, the in and out, the length and depth, that calming, cleansing sensation with each breath we take. We take a moment of gratitude for this time on our mat, this time to focus on our own well-being. All too often, we give and give and give and give, not taking time to replenish the energy that we so desperately need, the love and care that we need. I thank you for being here with me to replenish and re-energize, to move and to breathe, to be present and have this moment together. It's an honor. We allow the mind to be quiet. We draw the mind, the body. We drawing in the energy that we need to be our very best and to celebrate the day. As we are here quiet, calm, safe, I share these words with you. Make the time to slow down and gain a clearer perspective. Integrate the wisdom you've learned from the past while embracing change. Look at your life from a different angle to gain a fresh perspective. Again, make the time to slow down and gain a clearer perspective. Integrate the wisdom you've learned from the past while embracing change. Look at your life from a different angle to gain a fresh perspective. Attitude, perspective, being present, recognizing the gift of change. Life is all about change and growth and fresh new perspectives, learning and exploring. Stay connected with your breath. Let your body embrace the changes. Stronger, healthier, lighter, full of love. As we wiggle our fingers and our toes, we deepen our breath. We feel the weight of our body against the earth. May you feel light and carefree today, strong and healthy. May that carry you through your day. As you're ready, gently draw your knees in towards your chest. And however you wish, as you're ready, come up to a seated position that feels good to you. We pull the hands to heart center and a gentle tuck of the chin down towards the chest. And again, a moment of gratitude for this time together, the time on your mat, the time to take care of ourselves and replenish energy stores, to clear our heads, to open our hearts, and to just create the very best version of ourselves that we possibly can. Not just a gift to you, but to those around you. And gently lift your face. Open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing rest of your day. Go out there and be awesome. And until the next time, light, love, and namaste.